Kyrol, New Horizon. Chapter 6. As Liam makes his way upstairs, he sees Kyrol and Daisha coming back inside.
What were you two doing?
Daisha crosses her arms, still a bit angry at Liam.
Don't worry, we didn't cause any trouble. Just sat on the roof for a while.
Noticing her tone and posture, Liam lowers his head.
I'm sorry for snapping at both of you and…
Let's save the apologies until after we check out the warehouse.
Liam smiles and gives her an understanding nod, which she reciprocates.
After checking it out, I saw a lot of people carrying weapons and loading large crates. I saw a back entrance, but they had some kind of signal jammer. If we go in, we're on our own.
At the very least, it sounds like a solid lead.
And if we get spotted? No one knows where we'd be.
Scout, contact the Jedi outpost. Let them know where they can't find us if they don't hear from us in 2 hours.
The three change into their Jedi robes and grab their lightsabers from a small box. They quietly make their way around the city, sneaking through alleyways and avoiding any late-night walkers.
There it is.
As Liam points at the back door.
Dang Ferric! There's a guard!
I got an idea.
Kyrol moves closer to the guard.
Who are you? Leave here at once.
Kyrol waves his hand in front of the guard's face.
I am the new guard. You can leave your post.
The guard straightens up.
You are the new guard. I can leave my post.
He notices a keycard on the guard's belt.
I need the keycard.
The guard grabs the keycard and hands it to Kyrol.
Now, go home.
The guard walks down the dark street until he is no longer visible as the other two make their way over.
Here, use this.
He says, handing the keycard to Liam. He slides it into the panel and the door opens. The three quietly make their way inside, trying to not make any noise. Rows upon rows of large crates were all lined up, each one having a logo on it that the three had never seen before.
Think this could be Ragnos?
Don't know. Let's keep searching.
They continue to search the surprisingly massive building. As they move further, Liam finds a set of crates that looked different than the rest.
Kyrol, over here.
Kyrol approaches Liam as he sees the crates.
I need you two.
Kyrol simply nods, placing his non-metallic hand on the top of the crate and closes his eyes. He gets quick flashes of different events, a large group of people cheering with two people standing on a makeshift stage. A figure wearing an all-black tattered cloak with their face hidden. After a quick flash of white light, Kyrol sees the same crates being loaded onto a transport ship before a massive hangar door shuts, blocking his view. He then sees the black-cloaked figure talking to a man in Mandalorian armor. Kyrol recognizes the voice before he snaps out of his vision. Before he can say anything, he hears Daisha call them.
Over here, you need to see this.
The two see Daisha as she shows them a Synox gas bomb.
Is that Synox?
Looks like it, and that isn't the worst of it.
Daisha shows the two plans of the Senate building with small red X's, in specific locations around the entire building.
They're going to attack the Senate! We need to!
Before Liam could finish his sentence, all the dim lights turned on at once, briefly blinding the three with a white light before they could see again. As they regain their sight, they can see soldiers surrounding them, all with blasters raised at them.
Hands up, Jedi!
Says one of the soldiers. They reluctantly comply and raise their hands. A few of the soldiers in front of the Jedi move out of the way as a person in a black cloak approaches along with the Mandalorian. The figure removes his hood, revealing Don Wynn, though he was noticeably different. His face was covered in 3 large scars, and his once blue eyes were now a permanent yellow color.
Why am I not surprised? Unfortunately for you too.
He says, pointing at Kyrol and Daisha.
Your masters won't be here to save you. Once again, I am sorry, Liam, but I can't have witnesses. Restrain and kill them.
He turns away as the 3 soldiers slowly approach the Jedi with force-restraining handcuffs. Thinking fast, Liam uses a powerful force push to knock back the soldiers and quickly levitates some of the crates to use as a makeshift shield. The soldiers begin to open fire at the levitating crates.
We need to get out of here!
There!
Replies Liam while pointing at an exit on an upper railing.
And how are we supposed to get there?
The combined repulse!
Says Kyrol as Daisha and Liam look concerned.
Daisha, lock arms with me and concentrate!
She nods and the two combine their power.
Anytime now!
Says Liam as the grip begins to loosen on the crates.
Now!
Liam drops the crates and gets down as the two send out a powerful shockwave, knocking everyone back. They quickly jump up to the railing and Daisha is the first to make it, but Liam gets hit with a stun blast followed by Kyrol. Noticing her friends in danger, she goes to try and help them.
Want a Jedi!
She reluctantly leaves them behind as some of the soldiers begin to chase after her. The further she ran, the more she realized that it wasn't an exit. She was going deeper into the building. Seeing a vet above her, she quickly pulled it down and made her way inside. As they approach, she holds her breath hoping they do not find her. Daisha breathes a sigh of relief as they walk out of sight. Daisha pulls out her communicator and is about to contact Scout but remembers that all signals are jammed. She would have to find a way to free her friends and stop Don Wynn. As she ponders her next course of action, she hears noises from another room. As quietly as possible, she crawls to the source of the noise, and through a small hole she could see a man guarded by 2 soldiers. As she looks closer, she realizes what the man is making: Synox gas bombs. It was some kind of makeshift laboratory. Another soldier entered the room and said something to the guards that she couldn't hear before they all left. Seeing this was her chance, she quietly removed the vent and made her way down, doing her best to not alert both the man and any nearby soldiers looking for her. She gets up close to the man, and as he puts down a tool, she quickly restrains him.
It's best that you stay quiet.
Kyrol jolts awake, followed by Liam, both disoriented. As they collect themselves, Liam looks around, noticing they've been captured.
Not again!
Nice to see you both awake,
says Don Wynn as he stands outside of their cell with a few soldiers behind him, both of their lightsabers hanging from his belt.
Don Wynn, release us now!
He rolls his eyes at Liam.
You know I can't do that.
Why are you working for a terrorist cell? I thought you only hated the Jedi.
You would be right. I am only after the Jedi. However, Ragnos wants the Republic gone and the Jedi serve the Republic, so our interests align.
So, you going to kill us?
Don Wynn reaches down and unclips a different lightsaber from his belt that wasn't his, showing it to the young Jedi.
You two wouldn't be the first ones I've killed since my reappearance.
After looking at the lightsaber for a moment, he realized whose it was: Master Skoll. With a burst of adrenaline, he goes to try to attack Don Wynn but is quickly pushed back with the Force, hitting his head against the wall, dazing him for a moment, as the guards point their blasters at them. Seeing his best friend being attacked gives Liam a fury he had never had before. Suddenly, all the guards drop their weapons and begin clenching their throats, gasping for air. Kyrol quickly recovers. Noticing what Liam is doing, he tries to stop him.
Liam! Liam, stop! This isn't you!
Liam's grip gets tighter. Both Kyrol and Don Wynn can feel the dark side surrounding Liam, and it scares them both. One soldier is able to grab his blaster and shoot Liam in the shoulder, breaking both his hold on them as well as the dark side itself.
You ventured into the dark side, Liam. This isn't what I taught you. Have you learned nothing?
Maybe I'm more like you than you think.
For a second, Kyrol thought he saw his yellow eyes turn back into their natural blue color, but it must have been his imagination.
Sir, the preparations are almost finished.
Don Wynn smiles and leaves, followed by the guards. Kyrol and Liam sit there in silence for a moment, both trying to process what Liam did, until Kyrol breaks the silence.
Liam, you lost control. You know that acting out in anger is a trap.
They deserved it after everything they've done.
We don't have the right to decide who lives and
Gets to die? You haven't witnessed what I had. Just from one death, an entire planet was thrown into chaos. Innocents are dead because of them, and I will take them down by any means necessary.
Kyrol was stunned by Liam's rage. He had never seen his friend like this. Angry, sure, but pure rage, never. It scared him, seeing what he could turn into if left unchecked.
I know you have seen the effects of Ragnos firsthand, but I know you're better than this, Liam. You were strong, brave, and kind. Everything I wasn't when we met, but more importantly, you're my brother, and I don't want to see you lose yourself to this.
Liam begins to tear up as Kyrol puts a hand on his back. He is about to say something when there is a loud thud as a vent falls to the floor, followed by a small child, who could be no older than 12. The two are surprised as the child gets close to their cell.
Is it true you are Jedi?
Yes, but more importantly, who are you?
I'm Harrow and I'm looking for my father.
Your father?
He was taken prisoner by these people because they needed him for something. I'll free you if you help me find my father.
Kyrol and Liam look at each other, knowing this is their best option.
Okay, We'll help you, but first you need to slice the controls to get us out of.
Before he could finish, Harrow smashes the controls with the vent.
Or you can do that.
The door to their cell opens as 2 guards enter, hearing the noise. They aim their blasters at Harrow but are quickly subdued by Kyrol and Liam, each taking a blaster, leaving to find both Daisha and Harrow's father. Back in the laboratory, Daisha pins the man to the wall.
You might want to start talking before I stop being nice.
That's you being.
Daisha twisted the man's wrist, causing him to wince in pain.
Okay, I'll talk. My name is Gayadine and I'm a scientist. These people kidnapped me and forced me to build them bombs, and if I refused, my son was going to be hurt.
Daisha releases Gayadine as he rubs his wrist.
How many bombs did you make?
I lost count, but this was the last one.
Gayadine begins to pace around the room in a panic.
I'll get you out of here, but I need to contact the Jedi. They need to know how serious this is, but I can't. Something is blocking my comms signal.
Gayadine turns his back to his workstation, and after rummaging around for a bit, he picks up a small device. It was hobbled together with partly exposed circuits.
What's this?
It's a communicator I built in case of an emergency. It should be powerful enough to break the signal jammer. I haven't used it yet because you only get one chance to use it.
Daisha grabs the device.
So, one shot, huh?
Gayadine nods as Daisha takes a breath and presses the button.
Scout, relay this message to the Jedi outpost, now. This is Daisha Kovi of the Jedi Order. The Jedi fugitive Donwin Zunmink and the terrorist Cell Ragnos are here. They're going to attack the Senate. Alert the Republic immediately.
The device begins to spark and short-circuit.
Hope that was enough,
says Gayadine while he stuffs all his equipment into a bag.
Hey, Jedi, I could use your help.
Daisha reluctantly helps Gayadine with packing his bags until she notices something peeking out of an old junk pile. It was a very old datapad with the same logo that matched the gloves she bought.
Where did you find this?
I found it when working on the bombs. Can we focus, please?
Daisha grabs a data transfer device and quickly copies everything off of it. As they make their exit, 2 soldiers enter the lab.
Get down!
She yells as she ignites her lightsaber and cuts down the soldiers.
You okay?
She says as Gayadine gets back up, shaking from what he saw.
Sorry, I'm not a fan of violence.
Of course.
She says in a sarcastic tone. Suddenly, all the alarms begin blaring as the 2 make their escape.